Hi, it's Imogen Lamport from Inside Out Style coming to answer your colour and style question. I think the hardest thing is that I'm not a morning person, so I can't do a lot of thinking before my first cup of coffee, and my wardrobe is so uninspiring that I often don't get dressed until I absolutely have to. Additionally, I sew as a hobby and would love to sew things for myself, but the last few items looked great on the mannequin, but didn't suit me. Needless to say, I haven't made anything for myself in a while. So there's a couple of little things here. If you're not a morning person, this is where you can either have that go-to outfit album, and maybe it's spending some, so the days you do have those good outfits, you can, go and photograph them. Put them in your photo album or little album on your phone so that you can quickly access them. The other thing would be is if you are not a morning person, why not get your outfit out the night before? This is when you are more inspired. You're an evening person. You're a night owl, not a morning person. So getting out that outfit the night before, get out the accessories, get out the shoes, get out the whole thing. And you might need to put in a hook in your wardrobe or somewhere in your room so you can hang all those pieces together. So when you get up in the morning and you have your shower and you're getting dressed, you just don't have to think about it. So this is where having that outfit out the night before means you don't have to think about it in the morning. So that highly recommended if you just can't think in the mornings. Otherwise, have that album of go-to outfits that you've already figured out. That is also an incredibly fast and easy way of getting dressed. Now, the other question here about sewing and making things that look good on the mannequin, but not good on you. Now, I can tell you, I've been there, done that. I have sewed a lot of clothes, and when I was in my teenage years, I sewed pretty much all my clothes. And I'd buy a pattern. I think the picture, I loved the look of it, and I thought it was going to be great, and I'd spend hours making it, and then it would look terrible on me, and I'd be really disappointed. And it was depressing. And this is what actually started me. It was one of the things that started me on my journey to understanding why things work and why other things don't work. This was something that piqued my interest in style. It's one of the reasons I became an image consultant, is because I wanted to know, why was it that something that could look good on somebody else who was a similar size to me looked terrible on me. And so this is where it's the getting that style education. It's particularly when you are sewing. And I know I have a lot of sewers who read the blog Inside Out Style because they want to not spend all that time and energy and effort and money on making something for it to not work and to not flatter them. Oops, the dog just walked into the camera tripod. So if we are thinking about what works. This is where understanding what suits your body shape, what suits your physicality. So there's a lot of different aspects to your physicality. We've got body shape, we've got body proportions, we've got body variations. So body variations are the extra bits of us. They're the bust, the boobs, the belly, the upper arms, the calves, the thighs, all those sorts of things relate to body variations. The length of your neck, if you're petite or small, tall, all those sorts of things. Body variations. So we've got all those aspects of physicality. We've also got things like our texture and sheen, the scale of our features. Those are different aspects of physicality. And of course we have our colouring, and then of course in our value and colour contrast. So there's a lot of aspects of physicality we need to learn about. And then we have our personality. And that also influences what we do and don't like. So we've got to marry all those things up together, and that's when we will find the things that work for us and know what it is that makes us happy and also makes us feel flattered. So feeling flattered can be different for different people. So for some people, it's figure shape flattery is super important. For other people, that's much less important, and that's for you to decide. But feeling flattered, feeling that your style is authentic, feeling that your style represents you, these are all really important things to think about for you and how that works for you. So when you are, before you start sewing something, get that style education. And that's why I created my 7 Steps to Style program, because it gives you the style education. It gives you the why things do work and don't work for different aspects of your physicality as well as your personality. So you can actually build and curate a wardrobe full of clothes that you love and that love you back. So I would say that is the next step, that don't spend any more money on clothes until you have a style education. Whether you're sewing those clothes or whether you're buying them in the stores, the average woman wastes around $900 a year on clothes she doesn't wear. And that adds up so much year after year after year. And this study has been done in pretty much all the major Western countries, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, Europe, America, Canada, and it pretty much works out about the same. So that is a lot of money for people to be wasting. And so this is why I think that the more we get a style education, it's the education we never got at school. And so, but we've been getting dressed all our lives. We think we should know how to do this. But in fact, when you understand what I just listed out before, all those different aspects of style, that there's actually a huge science behind this. There's a lot to learn. And so I don't want you to feel bad that you don't know. Like, this is something, it took me years to learn all this stuff. And, it's because we're not taught. So get that style education, and then you'll actually start to make the clothes that make you look good, not just great on a mannequin, because of course you're not dressing a mannequin, you're dressing a unique individual human that is you. So thank you for sending me your questions, and thank you for watching. Really appreciate you taking the time out to be here and watch this. And I look forward to chatting with you again soon. Bye for now.